boy music? This sounds like this is emo metal.
It's fucking ass.
Future of metal.
Future of art.
Okay. So I know I haven't made a music video in a while. But I listened to Sundowning. And I had to drop my FIFA video I was making currently. Right then and there. Because I had a very strong opinion on this piece of work. Not a piece of music, on this piece of work. So, it is time to discuss Sleep Token's first album. And, why I don't like it. Now, I'm going to preface this with, I've never listened to Sleep Token until today. This is after my first 3 listens of the album. I've listened to nothing but 3 hours of Sleep Token. I woke up at 4 a.m. for some reason, and I wasn't able to get back to sleep, and my dog's been howling all day. I have a right good headache, so I'm extra pissy. So this is gonna be fun. For me, not for you. Maybe. But all of that aside, I've never heard a lick of their music until today. And so I'm gonna talk to you about it. Let's start with track 1. So, the night does not belong to God. Newsflash, prick. Everything belongs to God. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. 1. Okay, we're back. Everything belongs to God. Okay, so now, legitimate criticism. But first, let's start with nice stuff. He has a nice voice. Now, would I say it fits the music? Yeah, I'd say it fits the music, because it's not hard at all. Drummer's fan-fucking-nominal. You cannot say he's phenomenal. He is. If there's no disputing that, he's great. What I wonder, none of his, sections and runs and fills are used in any, sorry, there was a door, in any, way to build. It's kind of just, there sometimes. I thought it was kind of boring, this song, and as an opening track, I'd like for the songs to be a little less boring. Especially Entice Me. That didn't sound very metal to me. If anything, it sounded hard rock. It was kind of like, it kind of reminds me of Creed. Creed, but with a better singer. Legitimate dislikes. That was 3 minutes waiting for a payoff, which was just bum 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 with good drums. That's kind of what it was. That's kind of what the payoff was like. And when you're gonna do a song that's 5 minutes long, and most of it have no payoff, and when it does, and then reverse back to the, "Aw, this is so nice," have the payoff be the heaviest fucking thing you've ever heard, not just boom 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 with reverb and distortion on. Yeah. Out of 10, I'd give this song a 5. It doesn't offend me, but I'm not gonna listen to it again. Okay, also, before I move on to the next song, something I missed about The Night Does Not Belong to Heaven. The intro sounds like, in a world of pure imagination, come with me, and you'll be, and then it just repeats to the, come with me, the boom, 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 another thing over and over again. It sounds like fucking Willy Wonka. Alright, now moving on to The Offering for real.
Whoa, it's the next song time.
Okay, before I give any, like, fucking nice stuff. Why aren't you adding vibrato on every fucking word you say? It's fucking annoying, dear God. Figure something else to do with your voice while singing the lyrics. You sound like a horse. James Baxter.
James Baxter. James Baxter.
Future Keen here. That was the last meme I thought to put in there. I was gonna put more, but the video was as long as it was already, and I was getting a tonal shift from what it had become, so I was just like, no more memes. I'll just be pissed off.
You sound like a depressed horse. Okay. It was a little bit more militant than I wanted that to sound like. Now I will say, it kind of sounds like America by Rammstein with a little less of a soul. Especially I'm not offended. I like this one more. Like how the last one was a 5 out of 10. This one is a 6.5 out of 10. It doesn't hit the 7 because it's meaninglessly repetitive and very soulless. So when I say it's like kind of like America by Rammstein, that song has a soul. And that song also starts pretty slow. Thing is that it instantly hits you with a riff that's kind of similar to this one. The single notes descending and then going up. Well, in Rammstein's case, it just goes, "We're all living in America. America is wonderful." Bum 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 bum. You know, and then this one, it does more of a descending thing, which is more appealing to some people. But for me, it's just like, this is boring, and this is at the point where I'm like, okay, either all the songs are about the same thing, which I don't know anything about Sleep Token's lore. I know this is like, oh, this is like, you're a pastor and these are all your sermon topics, which the night does not belong to God. Seems counterintuitive if this is like a, okay. With this one, The Offering, I will say there's a little bit more substance in it. I felt emotion while I listened to this one. Last one I didn't. I did. I fucking laughed during this song because he goes, I'm not going to sing this perfectly in time, but he goes, "I want to turn the page once again." Hank hates it. My dog hates it. And then he goes, well, there it is. Oh no, copyright strikes. 1 second. Hank, you're a dog. Shut up. Where was I? He goes, "I want to turn the page once again. Take a bite." And then I legitimately just went, because there wasn't any of that. I hate that I'm bringing up Rammstein so much. But Rammstein can have those kind of like, ooh, that's kind of saucy pieces of words in there. Because that's kind of what Rammstein is. They're gross and over the top vulgar and they're cheeky. This is boring as fuck. And when I heard the "take a bite" part, I was just like, no. No. What? And the funny thing is that this is the second best song on the album, in my opinion. I like this one the second most. And I have no real reason to say, oh, this song is long. I listen to songs that are like 11 minutes long, and I'm like, oh, that could have had more bass runs, and then more chops with drums and more singular sections. I'm like, oh, they can add stuff to this. This song stopped serving its purpose at like the 3 minute and 15 second mark. It did all the riffs that were, everything else is repeated from there. I'm tired of hearing the fucking vibrato on his voice. And that's just enough time to get to the "take a bite" section. So that's perfectly fine for me. You can get to the "take a bite" section twice in that time. 6.5 out of 10. just because it made me laugh. There, other than like the vibratos in his voice. Drums once again were phenomenal. I keep on struggling to find out if the bass is actually doing anything interesting or if it's just following the guitar. There were some sections where the bass is obviously doing something a tad different, but it isn't noticeable, but at least there's something different there. Also, again, with the lyrics, it would be better if there wasn't a shit ton of vibrato that you're putting on there. I think there's also some reverb on his voice, which it's gonna happen. And then, as well, things don't seem to, like, lead into each other. Now, they obviously do, it's music, but what I mean is that it doesn't, like, there's no grand pause, and then air sucked out of the room, and then the riff that is boom, 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 doesn't happen. It just goes, riff now, or it goes, cheekily take a bite, and then riff now. And then they kind of ruined the grand pause by having a line that is just fucking stupid right before it. Because, okay, technically there one is there. There's one that sucks there. It's that he says, take a bite. Stop. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. It's kind of ruined by how fucking stupid that sounds. But I guess that's more subjective. It doesn't offend me. If I had to listen to it again, I'd want to change it, but I wouldn't get up and fucking run and grab the remote. The night does not belong to God. I'd get up and grab the remote because it's just so fucking boring. This one is really boring, but I can't handle it. I was instantly turned off when it started the exact same way. Obviously not same notes, not same progression, but same way as the other song. You're like, my first question was, are any songs gonna start like a metal song on this album? That question will soon be answered. So yeah, 6.5 out of 10. Let's move on to Levitate.
Whoa, it's the next song time.
Alright, well first I'm gonna pose the question. If where you were raised there were no streetlights, so now we know he's from North East London, like Thaden Bays. Bays? I don't give a fuck, they're British. He's from that part of London, so now that's where we know he's from. That's amazing. The character of this man, we're getting it. But what I will say, once again, it's fucking boring. And it's to the point where I don't even care about like going through the entire bit. If this is the song that's just like, oh hell yeah dog, yeah man, this is one of the most awesome tracks on the album, and this band is like future metal, bro, and this is the song. It's not metal, okay? This is fucking alternative music with with hard rock influences. And then they just call it metal because he paints himself fucking black and wears a mask. This is only their first album. I'm gonna be reviewing them all. Don't you fucking worry your little arses off. But I'm already hating this. So I'm just gonna cut the crap. Dark Signs, 2 out of 10. I hate this song.
This is the last time I'm doing this. Just figure out if I'm going to the next song.
Alright, higher. Positives. You can hear the bass doing something different. It's around the what second is that? It's around the 2-minute and 40-second part when it goes into the harder section of the song. The boom, 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 boom. You can actually hear the bass playing more medium register stuff instead of just low register. And it's pretty nice. I enjoy that as a bass player. I think that's pretty nice to hear something on an album that is apparently a part of the band that is the future of metal, to help. I want to fucking break someone's face because of that sentence. To have some, at least, bass recognition. I'm moving my chair up. I'm going to have bad posture, or at least going to be able to see my Arizona flag. What else? The heavier part of the song, other than having the bass in it, overtly basic. I write more non-basic stuff. and I'm not a good music writer. I think my favorite thing I've written is does Arab scale stuff. That sort of shit. At least there's different notes and rhythms than others just. Fuck. Yeah. Higher. This is like I'd say this is on the same level as Dark Signs, but it's not fucking lame as it is. There's actually there's substance in this one. You can actually feel more than two dominant emotions. There's undertones in this one, which is definitely more like a sense of self-worth in this with the power. It's like, you fucking won't begin again, you little fucking bitch. Which isn't probably what he means, but that's what I'm getting, so. Yeah, I'll put it at a 5 out of 10 again. I'd say it's on the same level as The Night Does Not Belong to God. I'm only 5 songs into this. I gotta edit this too. Take Aim is a Coldplay song with little bits of the end of Levitate in it. 3 out of 10. Okay, so this is also just a Coldplay song with no heavy parts. It's not my least favorite yet. I'd say it's a 3 out of 10, but what I will say is, without writing this song, I don't know anything about it, the lore-wise, so he may be talking to like a dude or something, but I'm implying that whoever this person he's talking to is a chick. This dude is whipped. This man is whipped. Pussy whipped. Dude, oh, watch out for your enemies. Oh, give it again. Man. Anything you do, I'll drink your piss. What the Backbone, man. Get one. 3 out of 10. Okay. Fucking finally, a song starts with metal. Great. This is a metal song. But this is also the song where I realized this shit is mostly about the vocals. It is. There's a piano in there. That's like the fucking lead instrument. It's the vocals, piano, and the drums are there. The guitarist, he's irrelevant. Get him fucking out of here. The guitarist, I don't know how many there are. That's how fucking irrelevant it is. I can't even tell if there's layers on it, because that's how irrelevant the guitar is. The bass, he can pretty much just go kill himself. He's not needed. It's kind of aggravating when you realize how fucking vocal focused as it is. And I'm not even going to focus on interpreting the lyrics. I have no idea what any of them fucking mean. I am lost for words. I can't pick a meaning out of any of them. Except for the last one, but that was mainly for a joke. When I'm thinking about this, it's just like, there's no payoff. The Offering was probably a better song to talk about the vocals with. But this song, Gods, which is my favorite on the album anyways, solid 7 out of 10. His harsh vocals need some work. He's probably excellent at them on the most recent album, which came out this year. This year or last year, I don't fucking care. And relatively, there's no there's no payoff to these harsh vocals. They just start in this song, which can work. A lot of bands do that. But then again, they break into clean, nice vocals. And at the end, he should have just started with harsh vocals. He shouldn't have done the nice lead-in instead. No, he should have just instantly gone straight into the fucking harsh vocals. Not, oh, it's not... No. Also, that's my best impression. He's not very good at them. Neither am I, but that's why I don't try and make lyrics centered around harsh vocals when I can't sing them. Also, I'm just not a singer. I'm a bass player. So, what I'm getting at here is that pretty much the lyrics are not very intensive there. They're not very trying, what the fuck? They're not very transformative. There we go. they're in the main vocal point, but I'm Ching, and they try to really get you enticed. But I also don't want to have to do fucking homework before I listen to an album. And maybe this is me, maybe I'm just fucking dense, but I can't get anything out of this. I don't understand the meaning. And with no payoff musically, with buildings, and within the music, I'm getting nothing. And now you can have these really awesome, he has a phenomenal voice, I cannot argue. He sounds like a fucking angel. You can have a phenomenal voice, but have it not lead to anything. It's kind of just dry. Now, there's a band I really like called Visions of Atlantis. They have this song, Melancholy Angel. She does a great fucking job of singing in that super fucking high register, and then the band follows it with this really good payoff, and it comes together amazingly. Now, I'm gonna play a bit of that, and she's just really good at having the emotion in there. There's different undertones in what she's saying. And I reckon she writes lyrics for this. Sorry. I reckon she's the one writing lyrics. And the undertone she's writing there is fantastic because it's easy to understand. Now, that's not... apologize. And then that is not a prerequisite. I kind of enjoy lyrics that are aren't very difficult, but you have to use your brain a bit. But if you're singing in that absurd range where people are just going to be fucking awestruck by what you're saying, I personally like to prefer lyrics that are just like, okay, I get that, but how the fuck are you doing that with your mouth? You know? Or more so throat or chest. Throat and chest. So, with Melancholy Angel, the emotion that she puts in there, and then to the range that she can change, and the band's usage of the payoff that comes from it, is more than it is in, say, The Offering, which is the payoff to the Take a Bite section in The Offering, is just single notes that are kind of soulless. And the payoff in Gods is at the end, after it's already gone soft, and trying to wrap it back around to where the payoff nearly isn't hard enough and doesn't last long enough to work. And they have the payoff before, during, and after the chorus. And in the verses. In this song, Melancholy Angel by Visions of Atlantis. So here it is. So, what I'm getting at is, you can have that really good voice, but you're also going to need something to fucking build up to it too, and something to pay off from it as well. Because if not, you're just like, oh wow, this dude's fucking full of himself. He can sing really well, but everything else is fucking boring, and I don't really care. And what he's saying isn't really deep and doesn't make any sense because I'm not going to do fucking homework before I listen to a metal album. All my friends say, oh, Keen, you like metal. Oh, you're going to enjoy this album. You just go listen to it. You're going to fucking love it. It's one of the heaviest and best things I ever heard in my life. And I'm going to say, oh, yeah, really? Oh, I'll give it a shot. And then I'm going to listen to it and be like, this isn't fucking metal. It's pop music. So far, worst song on the album. Fucking hate Sugar. And I do in real life, too. As it comes from Apples. I have to develop the taste for you. Shut the fuck up. The hard section, once again, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's still fucking soulless. When I say soulless, I mean, when you have these... Okay, let's assume that these lyrics are good, and let's assume that they make you think in any way. And after you have those, which they don't, by the way, and after you have those lyrics, you go into a riff that instead of actually like melting your face off because of one, what you just heard, and two, what you are enduring currently, and when the lyrics come together on top of a riff that is either the same in quality or literally the exact same riff, or better, you should be fucking blown away. And especially more if the lyrics are fucking ass. Sugar, I have developed a taste for you. And then I hear the fucking saddest excuse for a metal riff, which I guess this would be the chorus, for the metal ending chorus, which is sad because on this album, most choruses don't even have fucking instruments in them, other than a piano, drums sometimes, and his voice. Now, I cannot hammer it enough. He has a good voice, but I'm fucking tired of hearing it by itself. You are in a metal band. Have instruments other than your voice and a goddamn piano. Fuck. Okay, say that you will. I can somewhat say it's a metal song, mainly because of that "You Got Me in a Frenzy Again" part near the end, which is boring. My best way to describe it is that this is Nickelback with their songs that are without electric guitars or distorted electric guitars. And I don't even like the songs that do. I just fucking hate Nickelback. If that wasn't surprising. This sounds like fucking, what's that one band? Coldplay. I know I bring no, this is a fucking Creed song. This is a B-side Creed song. Okay, I'll describe the song. Slow piano, vocals, vocals, piano, vocals, vocals, slight drum, vocals, vocals, piano, vocals, vocals. You got me in a frenzy again. Slight metal-ish riff that's just boring because it sounds like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna run with it. It sounds like a Creed song. It sounds like a Creed song. What this actually sounds like, well, the thought I get when I listen to this is when a guy sees a chick who likes metal, like a total, like, metal chick, you know? And he's just like, oh, but I'm kind of a pussy, and I can't handle music that, you know, instinctively makes me feel these intense emotions. Same reason why they can't really, you know, endure goth music, because it's all of those emotions. And metal is like all of these emotions and the feelings, anger, power, and everything. And he can't endure that because that's just not how some people want to experience their art. But he sees this chick who's really hot, who likes metal, and they're like a scene chick. So he listens to Sleep Token, and it's like, oh yeah, I like metal too. Please go on a date with me. Fuck. 2 out of 10. Okay, this one does not aggravate me as much as it does, because it's not trying to lie to me. This song is completely honest with what it is. It's like Madrigal on Farewell to Kings by Rush. It's a transitionary song. And I will say, it's a transitionary song, and it goes for what should be the craziest and most experimental, absurd song on the album. Like, if you're going from Cinderella Man, there's gonna be a disconnect to Cygnus X1, Book 1, The Voyage. There's just gonna be one. There's just gonna be a disconnect because of how absurdly different there are. But if you put Madrigal there, like Rush did on Farewell to Kings, to where it's like, oh, this is a nice little song, but it ends kind of mysterious, and you get those space sound, and you get those space sounds, and then the fucking weird voice, and then the giant, like, what only I can describe as black hole, like, sounds, even though there's no sound in space, but, like, that's like, you are getting put into the black hole. And then the bass comes in, boom, bam, ba-dum, bam, and then it's full circled, because it's kind of like Farewell to Kings, the first song, with the bam ba 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 bum bum bum. I'm not sure why I'm getting so heated here. Maybe it's because I know what the next song is. This song is fine. I'd say this is top 3 on the album. Maybe because it does not lie to me. This is a purely chill, not kind of slow, it just is slow ballad. It just is. I'd hear this song if I went to a Protestant church. I'd hear this song if I went to a super church. This is church music. This is worship band music. It sounds like that. That's just what it does. Now, if that's what they were going for, great fucking job. 10 out of 10. But because I don't think that's what they were going for. But at least they didn't lie with this one and try to be like, oh yeah, this is a metal song. Yeah, metal song. This is 6 out of 10. Now let's move on to the last song on the album, thank fucking God. Okay, before I get into my fucking absurd tirade about this song, let me analyze the lyrics because I think they're conflicting. So he goes, "Would you invite me in again? Won't you pay for your arrogance?" Okay. I see where this is going. You've been wronged by this person. This your is arrogant. They're an asshole. Won't you show me your weakness? I see. And I made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. So you are the victim. The person saying I made loving you a blood sport, they are the victim. But then, later, they say, I'm still your, as in, the person who wronged the speaker, I'm still your favorite regret. Excuse me? Excuse me? And then, your, as in the person who is speaking, the victim, is saying, you're still my weapon of choosing, which you can take two ways. Which is, you're still my weapon of choosing, I'm going to weaponize everything you do because you fucked me over. Which, okay, that makes sense. But also you can realize, they feel regret. You're my weapon of choosing. I'm using you. I'm literally using you. You are nothing to me. I am using you. While you regret ending something we had together. And then you say, I want to be forgiven. After the person, the wronger, the one with regret, says it doesn't matter. So they flip-flopped, but you want to be forgiven. Which goes back to the first part, which makes no sense making the second part, and then I made loving you a blood sport, I can't win. Again. So which is it? Are you in the wrong, or are this person in the wrong? Are you talking to God? Now, after a song following a transitionary track, which is completely slow, it ought to be the heaviest fucking shit on the album. Or at least the most intense, or the one that makes you think the most. Now, it succeeded in the latter. It made me think the most. I'd been cheated, I'd been lied to, and I feel violent. My main issue is, for the last song on a metal album, it should probably be metal. Now, if I were just to listen to this one first and hear the calm opening, and be like, okay, it's like Into the Dark by Amon Amarth. It's like Empire of Clouds by Iron Maiden. It's like, it's kind of like Damage Incorporated by Metallica. It's insert album closer that starts slow. It's like Natural Science by Rush, even though that's not metal, but it fits the cue. But all the songs, except for Gods, are like this. So this is just another song. So it's just another song. A big issue is that I listen to this, I'm just like, who is this for? Because this is self-indulgent. Because also, you're blaming yourself, but then you're also the victim. So which is it?
is the goal to have a fucking 13-year-old somewhere writing in their diary, oh, they're such a tragic figure. Oh man, sleep token guy. Oh, I want to be with you. You and your fucking paint yourself black, your pretentious fucking lore, and your stage performance is so edgy. I want to be with you. You and your painted black skin and your fucking gay ass mask. And that's an insult to the LGBTQ. Accidentally, that mask is, and that statement, because they deserve better than to be relegated to that. So I apologize. So this is getting a 1 out of 10, because this one lied to me the most by the common standard, oh yeah, what about being subversive, changing norms and such. This album didn't change norms, it just claimed to be something it wasn't. And if that's the future of metal, I'm fucking pissed, because that's the genre of music I listen to, almost exclusively. I mean, I like prog music. I mean, I can get down to You Dropped the Bomb on Me by the Gap Band every now and then. But I don't want to have my fucking favorite genre of music be relegated to fucking Coldplay with random bits of da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da in the most boring possible sense. This came out in 2019. Yeah. Well, this came out in 2019 was Untitled by Rammstein, which I think plays the mellow intro, actually intense music thing way better. Especially with the song Deutschland. It's simplistic, but it's also different than to what was going on. In their scene of industrial metal, they didn't lie and say that they were black metal or something, or death metal. They were industrial metal, which has those things. But the pianos and the calmer bits didn't overstay their welcome. And maybe they are welcome in this weird fucking genre, because this isn't metal, this isn't death metal, definitely not thrash metal, not black metal, not prog metal, it's too simple. So what is this? This sad boy music? This sounds like it. This is emo metal. That's what it is. It's self-indulgent emo metal. And it should stay in that fucking subgenre. Fucking headline download my arse. That don't mean anything. Fucking at some giant metal festival, fucking Weezer were there. What does that fucking tell you? Anyone can get into those if fucking Weezer can get into a metal fucking festival. The worst thing is that this is a fucking money thing. The only research I've done about Sleep Token is all their fucking stupid, let's make money practices and profit off of idiots who think this is good metal that is true to the genre with all our fucking stupid lore and all our fucking stupid blah 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 blah. Buy our $50 tokens. Let me do some math to figure out what its actual rating is. Alright, before I give the album grade out of 10, I'd like to rank the songs from best to worst for you. Alright, so at number 1, we have Gods with a 7 out of 10. Not going on my playlist, but if it's on the radio, I'm not going to get angry. There goes my pencil. Number 2, or technically number 11. Number 11, we have The Offering with a score of 6.5. Yeah, and then we got Drag Me Under, only because it doesn't lie to me. If it, had a shitty metal section in it, it would probably be sitting somewhere around a 4 or a 3. Now, we got tied for, now we got a tie here, which is The Night Doesn't Belong to God, and Higher, both at 5 points. Going to 4 points is Levitate. Then, you got another tie with Take Aim and Give, both at 3. Yet another tie, Say That You Will, and Dark Signs at 2. Sugar with 1.5, and Bloodsport at 1. Now averaging that all together, Sundowning by Sleep Token gets 3.83 out of 10. So rounding, it gets a 3.8 out of 10, because I'm not giving it a 4. Thanks for watching. I don't want to do the other ones, but I said earlier in the video that I will be doing the
other Sleep Token album reviews. That was weak. That was also weak, but it don't matter. Stay tuned for my new Viva video that's coming out soon. Yeah.